What are those?
Poleaxes. It's okay to put these down?
Yeah, go ahead and set them over here.
Where'd you get these? The Renaissance Fair?
No, I got them in southern Germany. A town called Dinkelsbühl. It's a walled fortress city.
From Dingleberry, Germany?
Dinkelsbühl.
Dinkelsbühl, okay. Halberds, huh? How old are these?
They're about 500 years old.
500 years old. What makes you think they're that old?
The way they're made, these are hand forged on an anvil, so they're really light, but they're really strong. My research, this one right here is Austrian, and this one's actually Italian.
It was a pretty kind of high-tech weapon when it came out. I mean, pretty much what you would do is the guy would go rolling by on the horse and you stick that into him and yank him off of it. I mean, it was, and then once he was on the ground, you had all this leverage to swing over your head and, you know, get right through his armor. And you had this nice little pointy part to get in between things and poke him. And it was a pretty versatile weapon. These axes are in amazing shape. If we can prove these are real, I know I can easily sell them to a military collector. So how much are you looking to get for these halberds?
I need 7,500 each.
7,500 each, all right. Have you ever had them looked at or appraised by anybody, or?
I've collected medieval weapons for quite some time. I've done my research, so I'm very confident in what they are.
You know, there's people who have their whole houses decorated in this style of stuff. I'm sure I could sell it to somebody, but I couldn't tell you if they're real or fake. I couldn't tell you if they're 500 years old or if they're 300 years old. I really just don't know. For that kind of money, mind if I have a buddy of mine come down and take a look at them?
No, absolutely not. I welcome it.
All right, I'll give him a call.
Thank you. If he's bringing in somebody that really understands medieval weapons and blacksmithing, then we're probably about to make a deal.
So we got some halberds here. What do you think?
Yeah, very nice halberd. Very nice.
Thank you.
How old do you think that is?
Well, about 500 years. I'm going to put it back down again.
That would make me more
Let
comfortable.
me put the halberd down. Yeah, this is a very nice piece. What do you know about it?
I believe this one's Austrian because of the pattern and also this particular outline.
And you also have these dots here. Typically, the halberds that were made in Austria will have these little vent holes in them. And you'll also see these little side hooks as well on the Austrian designs. This is definitely Austrian. Tell me what you know about the other one.
I believe the other one's Italian.
Okay, you would be right. This is more ornate, a little more gaudy, if you will.
All right, so you're fairly sure they're from the 1500s?
Actually, I'm not. These are halberds, and halberds were used during the 1500s. The wood on these break and are repaired and replaced. This is not original wood. So it's made in the style, but that's not a big deal. The real question is, are the heads real? The Victorians were famous for building classic production of older weapons.
Okay.
The thing that really concerns me about this piece is that the steel is really flimsy. I wouldn't want to be hit by this, but you know, you whack somebody wearing armor with this thing, it's liable to bend or break. I'll conclude that this is probably from the Victorian period and is what I call the decorator piece.
I disagree. You think it's not original because it's flimsy, but that thing is hand forged, and I believe it's original based on what I've studied.
They were hand forging things in the Victorian period too.
So what about this one?
Okay, this one, taking a close look, it does have a foundry marking on it. The Victorians really didn't worry about foundry markings because that's not the point, okay? They were building something for you to hang up on your wall. The steel is very strong. I mean, that's very strong steel. It's not bendy at all. This is a weapon. This is not something you'd hang on the wall just to look cool. I can tell you this is real.
So give me an idea. What do you think they're worth?
This one is, again, not for you. If you wanted to buy this, I'd pay no more than $600 or $700. This one, if you want one of these, I can get you one for $1,500.
No, they're worth a lot more than that. If you think you can find these on the internet for $1,500, knock yourself out, because it's not going to happen.
If you're not exposed to the market and don't know where to find a piece like this, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, not out of the question. But the value, about $1,500.
Well, I disagree with you. Good luck finding something of that quality.
Okay. Hey, Corey.
Appreciate it, man.
Pleasure. Chumley, take care. Sir, have a great day.
Disagree, but good to see you.
Hey, good to see you too.
Craig's not afraid to mix it up a little bit. Sometimes he pisses people off, but he never steers me wrong. And even though they're not as valuable as we originally thought, I'm still interested.
His pricing is not correct at all. They're worth a lot more money than that. If they were everywhere, you'd have seen them before. They're not.
I mean, if I were to make you an offer, I'd make you an offer of around $1,500.
Are you talking a piece?
No, I'm talking total.
No, I'm not interested at all.
Well, if I were you, next time I'd buy one, I'd call Craig too. All right? Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
You couldn't buy that for $1,500 if you just found it in the ground rusted. I'm absolutely fine keeping them, or I can trade them with other people that actually know what they're talking about.